the Stormwind army had a heavy influence in the Elwynn Forest. It always has. Now, there's always a lot of troops at the the Westbrook garrison. There's always an influence been around the Carn Lake to keep the Murlocs in check. There's also been mining operations in Jasperlode and also Fargo Deep to get materials to pretty much supply Stormwind and all of the army itself with materials and powders and shit like that. So there's an eruption of evil in the Black Rock Mountains. Basically, Ragnaros and Nefarian have combined forces. So the entire Stormwind army and all of the allies, the Night Elves, the Dwarves, all of the other races have pretty much combined forces to take care of these evils. So now, Elwynn Forest really does not have a military presence anymore. So things are kind of running rampant. And you guys have been pretty much recruited or drafted to the Stormwind army because you're fixing to go on the front lines as well to join the rest of the Stormwind army to fight Ragnaros and Nefarian and all of the other legions of Dark Iron Dwarves and everything like that. So you guys got out of your training. You were assigned to go to Northshire Abbey to complete training and whatnot, and so you went there. Well, when you got to the Abbey, I think it was it Marshall Dugan? No, Dugan's in Northshire. Marshall McBride. I'm sorry. Yeah, McBride. So when you get to Northshire, McBride wants you to take care of the Echo Ridge mine, which there was a lot of supplies stolen, and everything was tracked back to the mine. So you guys basically cleared the mine out, and you found several things. You found some correspondence regarding Hogger, and you found several mysterious potions, a greenish type of potion, and they're small triangular type of vials. They look really mysterious. Now, when you got back to McBride, he sent you to Goldshire, and this is where the last game was. Dugan wanted you to take care of a problem for the lumber camp. The Eastvale logging camp has had several of their employees turn up missing, and it's because of the Murlocs. The Murlocs were always kept in check. So basically, they stayed on the island on Stonecarn Lake and never really messed with anyone. The loggers didn't mess with them, and the Murlocs didn't mess with anyone back. But now there's no military presence anymore in Elwynn Forest. That's totally changed, and they're getting more aggressive. So you guys were sent to Stonecarn. You took care of the problem. You found several loggers that were captured, and you also found more information basically that solidified the other information that you found in the Echo Ridge mine, where Goldtooth and Hogger are working together in the Elwynn Forest, which normally they didn't. They were enemies, but now it seems like they're allies. But see, now here's a twist. Now you have information that from Van Cleef or VC or the Defias. The Defias seems like they're building supplies. So they're getting the supplies from the two factions that are now the Kobolds and the Gnolls that are pretty much allied throughout Elwynn Forest. And the strange thing is, now there's this strange potion that started showing up. And then when you guys get done, you take care of the Eastvale logging camp, you get back to Goldshire. Now Goldshire is on fire. There's lines of people throwing water, buckets of water on the inn, on the Lions Pride Inn, on the blacksmithy, on all of the other tents. And Marshal Dugan, he was in Stormwind. He had a meeting with the king. When he gets back to Goldshire, basically a little bit before you guys did, all hell had broken loose, and Goldshire was attacked by a bunch of pirates and ninjas. Literally, seriously, pirates and ninjas. So now you found out that pirates and ninjas involved, and they weren't kobolds and gnolls. So this is pretty much where you guys are at. You guys know that Hogger's in this, Goldtooth is in this, and now you have these pirates and ninjas that you have no clue what the hell it is. But you found out, but what you did find out that either Goldtooth or Hogger actually found the recipe, the long-lost recipe of the Noggin Fogger elixir. And this is what's actually changing them into the pirates and ninjas, just like in the game. So now they have this mysterious potion. Where did they get it? How are they making these? And you know, they keep shipping these out because of the correspondence that the group has found. Also has all this information on sending more potions out and receiving more, and you know, the gnolls and the, it's pretty much all hell's breaking hell. You know, it's just breaking loose. Duskwood's been having problems, Westfall's been having problems, Lakeshire's been having problems, and it's all because of these pirates and ninjas. So you guys think that these potions are being manufactured here somewhere in Elwyn Forest. Now you have to find them, you have to find the source of it, you have to dispose of it, and you have to take care of Hogger, and you have to take care of Goldtooth. So there you go.
Oh sure, easy peasy.
Sounds like our work is, you know, planned.
Sorry about that, guys.
Did I remember from the last session that we saw that seeing where the correspondence was coming from, like a name or anything?
Sorry, guys. Correspondence as in...
Didn't we intercept a letter?
There was an H on the bottom.
Yeah, the H represented Hogger. There was a successful history check to reveal that, and that actually happened in the first game when Vey was playing, and she was the one that actually determined that it was there was the gnollish paw of Hogger. What, you know, that represented a tribe of those gnolls. And you know, in the original Echo Mine, that Gug Fat Candle, he was the goblin. Well, he was the original kobold that was run out by McBride, and now that there's no military presence, Fat Candle, you know, went back in there, and that's where they actually found the elixirs. So you actually have two of these Noggin Fogger elixirs, and so Fat Candle's dead. You found out that Goldtooth was in it, Hogger's in it, and this is where you guys are at. Yeah, it's not overload. If you guys, there's some other games as well. There's like 6 or 7 games on YouTube that you can watch. You don't take
okay, sure, no problem. We can do this.
You guys got it?
Yeah, I
Got it.
That's a lot to absorb, but I think I can improvise as we go along.
I'll help you out. I'll help you guys out as well. So you guys are still in Goldshire. These, pretty much most of the fire has been contained. You know, it seems like a lot of the children are starting to come out of the cellars and they're starting to play again. And you know, there's so many people that have their family banners shoved into the ground, and they're sparring with other people. And, you know, pretty much like if you're in the video game and you go to Goldshire, there's, you know, 500 people dueling in Goldshire. It's the same thing in this tabletop game. There's tons of people dueling, and you know, the kids running around that form the pentagon, you know, the pentagram and all that other stuff. So, but this is where you're at. The fire's been contained. Dugan is back. He's, you know, controlling the whatever small pockets of militia that's there. And hold on one second. Sorry about that. I got some company. So, but there you go. But there you go. Sorry about that. I had some company. So, what are you guys gonna do? You guys gonna go after the root of the problem, or? I hope they do.
Oh,
as if they don't, I don't have anything else planned. So.
Okay, so did anybody happen to see? Has anybody told Dugan anything about where they might have seen where these pirates and ninjas came from?
Well, pretty much what happened was, you talked to several of the villagers around Goldshire and everything, and they pretty much came from all directions. And there were several killed, and when they were killed, they pretty much turned back into, they were all humans, and they all had these red scarves, and they had a red face handkerchief over their face. So, it's like Dugan has said, that's definitely part of the Defias cult. So all of your instincts are right, that all of the information that you've gathered as well is correct. The Defias is definitely, but why? They're just terrorizing a lot of the zone. Well, not the zones, but a lot of the areas throughout Azeroth. The damn Defias.
How I hate them so.
They even have the red handkerchiefs, guys. Just like that rare drop that you got out there when you were farming pigs.
All right.
So good, so good. Pirates and ninjas, man.
Exactly.
You gotta look out for those noggin fogging elixirs. I love it.
Can we check any of the bodies to see if they have anything to give us a clue as to where they came from?
Well, there were several scouts that tracked them back as going back towards Westfall.
Well, it looks like we need to head towards Westfall.
I agree. We should head back to Westfall.
So as you guys are, I guess you guys are starting to gather your equipment, and because you guys are literally just getting back from the Eastvale logging camp. So one of the scouts comes up to Dugan, salutes him, for the Alliance and all this other stuff. Now, he's not being secretive with Dugan or anything, and they've actually spotted a contingency of kobolds going into the mines in the forest.
The Fargo Deep Mine?
The Fargo Deep Mines. And the guard looks at you and snaps at attention and raises his arm to his chest and says, "For the Alliance." And he tells you yes, because he notices that you're also in the army as well. And he says that yes, there are kobolds at the old Fargo Deep Mine.
Well, then we should head straight out there right away.
Sound like a Draenei.
For Nomagan.
I salute back and say, "Carry on, soldier."
Time is money, friend.
All right, we start heading out there.
All right, so
I think we should check out the Fargo Deep Mine.
all right, so you guys go to the Fargo Deep Mine. You have there's lots of boars out there. There's lots of Goldtooth husk, the tusk, the large pigs, lots of rabbit. They're all chasing the rabbits around, killing the rabbits and eating them. You also find some crazy cat lady. She's trying to sell you all these different little pets like birds and cats and parrots, and so you guys actually spend about an hour looking for the mine. Also, the guard. His name is Guard Ralthoin, and Guard Ralthoin, he draws you the map to the actual mines. So you guys get to the mines. You guys are around the mines, looking. You don't see any kobolds. However, I do want you guys to do a perception check. So you guys can, on your character sheets, just go down to, actually it would be Spot, I'm sorry. I'm still in 5e and 4e mode, so do a Spot check. Which, there you go, it's a d20 plus your Spot.
Guard sees nothing.
Alright, so I need one more. I need there you go. So basically, Papa, Grobic, and Bixen. Garn, you're kind of just enjoying the scenery and, you know, sitting back, smoking a pipe and stuff. And you're letting the others do your work because you're the muscle of the party. So everyone else, you guys are looking around and you find these little tracks. And they're definitely kobolds. You've all seen these before. You've encountered them, and you also know what the gnolls are like. Because you definitely know what these things look like because this is part of your military training, being in the Stormwind Army. So you guys see that there are just tracks everywhere going around this mine. There's an entrance in the back of the mine. There's an entrance at the front of the mine. But you see no kobolds. You see no gnolls.
What are you smoking, Scout? There's nothing here.
Hell yeah, Ralphoin.
Where there are tracks, there's bound to be something. We should have to go inside and check this out more thoroughly.
How fresh do the tracks look?
Some of them look fairly fresh. Some of them also look like they've been there for a while. You also see cart tracks as well, and the cart tracks are actually going into the mines.
Perhaps they're getting ready to leave. We must stop them.
Maybe they heard we were coming and ran away.
I love doing these guys. It's fun to
All
see
right.
Be the wise thing of
how each type of person plays these classes. It's really fun.
I don't think kobolds are usually known for their wisdom.
Alrighty, well, let's go. Let's head on in and see what's in here.
Alright, so I'm going to put you guys on a map as you guys start to, as you guys are walking in, you notice that there's tons of spider webs. Now, the spider webs are pretty much, there's a hole in them because small kobolds and gnolls are not very big. But you guys have to push these spider webs away and all that stuff. And you guys work your way into the cave.
Gnomes
Are
aren't
these
very
like
big either.
normal spider webs?
Yeah, the
or
gnome.
like giant-sized spider webs?
No, just normal webs. But this
Okay.
place has been abandoned for probably 2 or 3 months since the incursion at Black Rock Mountain. So when they pulled out a Ferrodite mine and Jasper Lode mine, things pretty much just went unattended. So that's pretty much probably that's what you're thinking. That's probably why there's so many spider webs. Is there's just been no one here to clear them out and pretty much spring clean. So all right, so I'm gonna put you guys on a map now. This is the mine. Now the first thing you notice when you get into the mine is there are sconces on the wall. And these sconces on the wall are holding candles. And these candles are pretty much illuminating this place with a dim light. You guys should be able to move your tokens still, right? Hopefully.
Yes, I can.
Alright.
Yes.
Alright, so the grid represents 5 feet per square. And your movements is on your character sheet, and everybody should have about the same movement. I think the dwarf might have a little less, but you'll notice that, let's see, your movement is, should be on there.
Yeah, my movement is 20.
It's in the second block of stats, yeah. So, if you got a 20 feet, it means you can move 4 squares in a round. Sorry about that. I'm like burping, so.
Come on, everybody, sing along!
Thank you very much, Carly Manson, for the follow. I appreciate it. So this is where you're at. When you come inside, you notice that there's a really musky smell. You can also smell the slight scent of smoke as well. Like maybe something's burning in here. And there was no, you didn't see any, there was no smoke billowing out of the mine because you guys were checking that out. So, but you can definitely smell that there is a little smoke going on in here. The escarpments, XV.
Filthy
No.
kobold.
But all of the candles, they're burning. They're keeping this place lit up pretty well. Now,